Military engineers are out here building machines that hunt, adapt, and survive just like actual living creatures. In this episode, I've put together a collection of the wildest military tech just for you. You gotta check this out. This caged bird goes by the name Rooster, a hybrid drone designed to slip through narrow passages and fly over obstacles with ease. It's equipped with both infrared and visible light cameras, allowing operators to quietly scout enemy positions, and maybe stumble upon a few compromising details along the way. Weighing just 1,620 grams, the Rooster can carry a variety of additional payloads, including thermal imagers, gas detectors, and even a 300-gram warhead. People are more likely to believe in unicorns than in motorcycles with miniguns, but they'd be wrong. This is the M134X, a purpose-built weapon system designed for fast, mobile action. The gun is activated by a switch on the console in front of the rider. The trigger sits where the horn button would be, so instead of beep beep, you get 3,000 rounds per minute of Aiming is done by tilting the console up and down and steering the motorcycle left or right. Calling it aiming might be generous. At the moment, it feels more like a shooting gallery after 5 beers. That said, there are plans to add a camera with reticles to the weapon in the future. Introducing the point-blank mechanical dragonfly from IAI. This attack missile weighs just 10 kilograms and can be launched manually from almost any surface. Its main feature is hover mode at altitudes of up to 500 meters. That allows it to observe the target area and, at the right moment, dive in at an angle of up to 85 degrees. If no target is detected, point blank returns to the operator. This dragonfly is effective against unarmored vehicles, observation posts, and concentrations of infantry. Not even insect spray can save them. The Merkut Kamikaze drone carries a cocoon on its back, which, when detonated, evenly disperses 950 of its offspring, metal balls, each with a diameter of 4 millimeters. It has an integrated proximity sensor that allows detonation to be programmed at distances from 20 centimeters to 5 meters. That means the operator doesn't have to sweat buckets waiting for the perfect moment to press the button. Thanks to AI technology, the Merkut can reliably navigate without GPS and identify specific targets, thereby avoiding indiscriminate engagement. It can be confidently deployed in dense urban areas or other terrain within a radius of 8 kilometers. Hey, close your windows. A typhoon is headed this way. This missile's performance just keeps getting better by the day. Its initial range was 280 kilometers, then 560 kilometers, and later up to 1,000 kilometers. Not bad. The developers aren't revealing its speed, but they do claim it can change trajectory mid-flight. Air defense systems and electronic warfare are about as effective as a toy machine gun against it. Enemy targets can only hope the Typhoon misses, but I wouldn't hold my breath if I were them, because when it does, it's only by about 10 meters. If dolphins can communicate using radio frequencies, then the Nearod RF cannon jams UAVs using those same frequencies. It relies on non-destructive jamming and directional antennas, forcing drones to either land or return where they came from, like naughty puppies sent back to their kennels. Precise aiming isn't really necessary, as long as the drones fall within the radiation cone, which is fairly wide. The Nearod also works seamlessly with the portable Hades system, Hades, Haddes. One detects drones using echolocation and the other takes care of them. Best of all, even with 2 operators, this powerful combo weighs less than 6 kilograms. The Hypersonic family of anti-aircraft missile systems are the dragons that defend Turkey's skies. The youngest of the trio is the Hypersonic A. It operates autonomously, fires in a full 360 degrees, and takes down drones, helicopters, and cruise missiles at altitudes of up to 8 kilometers. Next comes the Hypersonic O, the middle dragon. Its job is to protect cities from aircraft and missiles flying as high as 15 kilometers. It's also something of a prodigy, capable of tracking up to 60 targets at the same time. And then there's the biggest dragon of them all, the Hypersonic U. It's reinforced with an EIRS early warning radar boasting a detection range of up to 600 kilometers. Any target flying at altitudes of up to 30 kilometers instantly becomes a potential snack. There's still just one question. Why hasn't this family been invited to star in House of the Dragon yet? When the Kargu FPV shows up on the battlefield, electronic warfare systems might as well wave the white flag, because jamming or blinding this little guy is nearly impossible. Its day and night cameras turn it into a truly deadly hunter. It can spot a target, chase it down at speeds of up to 160 kilometers an hour, and destroy it with a 1.3 kilogram anti-personnel or armor-piercing warhead. Detonation can either be automatic or manual, depending on the operator's mood. Under the eagle-eyed glaze of the Kargu FPV, even tanks start to feel like helpless mice. Like a warthog that hunts missiles instead of roots, the S-300VM, built on the MTT chassis, is designed to track and destroy aerial threats. Its 360-degree and sector scanning radars can detect targets at ranges up to 250 kilometers, while the affected area reaches 200 kilometers. The system can simultaneously engage up to 30 aerodynamic or 24 ballistic targets, launching missiles every 1.5 seconds. This is one of those rare cases where a board doesn't pollute the air, it cleans it. Like a bee with an upgraded sting, this interceptor was built to hunt Kamikaze drones. It can intercept Shaheeds and Lancets at speeds of up to 310 kilometers an hour. The Sting replaces traditional anti-aircraft missiles with a cheaper yet still powerful countermeasure. Even under the pressure of electronic warfare, it flies with pinpoint accuracy towards targets up to 25 kilometers away. Controlled using VR goggles, Sting gives the operator a clear first-person view through the Hornet Vision video system. And paired with AI-powered targeting, it helps deliver a single, precise sting. And that's all it takes. Are you familiar with the Baobab K minefield system? Its platform is equipped with 6 massive launch branches. In just 22 minutes, they can deploy 600 mine-bearing fruits, scattering them across a strip of land measuring 1,800 by 90 meters. The process is fully automated. Just 2 crew members is all it takes to monitor the onboard computer and digital maps. The Ivy mobile mine system, however, doesn't require direct observation from its gardener thanks to its unmanned mode. While its launcher blankets the terrain with hundreds of mines, the operator calmly taps commands on a tablet from cover, an ideal solution for missions in especially dangerous conditions. The Girion modular platform's tracks don't just crawl, they flutter over any surface like butterflies. Maybe that's why the platform is so popular for emergency medical evacuations. The Girion is equipped with LiDAR, GPS, mapping sensors, and, of course, artificial intelligence. It can operate autonomously for up to 40 kilometers while carrying loads of up to 500 kilograms, such as food or ammunition, straight into an active combat zone. And remember, you can always mount a grenade launcher turret on top of the Gyrion and drive around, scaring off enemies with your mechanical kaiju. And here's the dark horse of today's episode, the Hwasong 16B, a missile that gives air defense systems nightmares. Its hypersonic glider behaves in a way missiles really shouldn't. Instead of following a predictable arc, it glides through the atmosphere, constantly changing trajectory, making detection, let alone interception, extremely difficult. Although Pyongyang claims a range of just 1,000 kilometers, real estimates suggest it may exceed 6,000 kilometers. As for speed, it can reportedly reach up to 18,000 kilometers an hour. Live with that, and let me know in the comments if you got a bunker at home, just in case. Like a lizard whose tail has learned to fire back, the Archer 155mm self-propelled gun is mounted on a Volvo A30D dump truck and can fire up to 8 rounds per minute, not just at the nearest bush, but at targets up to 60 kilometers away. Its burst fire mode deserves special applause. The Archer can launch up to 6 shells along different trajectories so they all hit the target at the same time. While the enemy panics, convinced they're under attack by an entire battery, the Archer quickly repositions and is ready to fire again. Deployment and retraction take about 30 seconds. The system is fully automated, by the way. All it needs is a mechanic and a commander. For more than 70 years, the S-5 rocket has been showing its younger counterparts who's boss. These rockets are fired in uncontrolled salvos from UB-32 pods, scattering across enemy territory like dandelion seeds. The S-5's value lies not in its accuracy, but in its sheer density of fire, with an effective range of about 3 kilometers. Thanks to its 57mm caliber and complex tail assembly, the S-5 is commonly used on helicopters like the Mi-17. Some mounted on self-propelled platforms, while others even fire it from passenger cars. For an old-timer, it's built up quite the fan club. The Groundmaster 400 mobile radar system is like an owl after an espresso, swiveling its phased array antenna head up to 10 times per minute. Whether targets are flying at just 5 meters or as high as 30,500 meters, its 3D digital vision sees everything within a radius of 515 kilometers. Fortunately, it also includes an integrated friend or foe identification system. Groundmaster can be deployed in under an hour. It weighs 10 tons and fits neatly into a 20-foot container. Plus, thanks to its compact size, the Owl can be mounted on a 6x6 truck and constantly relocated, making it extremely difficult to take out. Take a look at the waistline of this 155mm howitzer. If its predecessor, the steel M198, is a 7-ton mammoth, then the titanium M777, weighing just 4 tons, is more like an elegant elephant. It fires precision-guided M982 Excalibur rounds with a range of up to 40 kilometers. A single battery using this ammunition can cover an area the size of 12 Parisians. Impressive by any standard. The howitzer requires a crew of 8, including the hero, whose job it is to push the shells into the barrel. Together, they can pack up and transport this elephant wherever they want in just 2 minutes, though probably not into a china shop. Because of its compact size, the Liut RPG robot is often underestimated. That's a mistake. Armed with a 7.62mm machine gun, it will keep attacking until all 550 rounds are spent. Resistance is futile here, as the Liu is protected by Class 4 armor. And if the enemy tries to flee, it will pursue them relentlessly, whether across mountains or through swamps. Oh, and did I mention that it's fully automated? It can sit in ambush for up to 72 hours without a single complaint about knee pain. A truly merciless creation with an operating range of up to 10 kilometers. The Monster of Tarnov consists of 3 components that work together as seamlessly as the rabbit, fox, and snake from the new Zootopia movie. First, a radar detects drones from distances up to 3.5 kilometers. Then, an optoelectronic system with video and thermal imaging cameras identifies the target. Finally, a 4-barrel 12.7mm Gatling gun greets it with a friendly salute of 3,600 rounds per minute. This system is far cheaper than traditional air defense missiles and operates fully automatically. The operator's role is limited to making the decision to fire. It's important to remember that the environment needs to be taken care of too. That's why the autonomous vehicle known as the Hermione runs on hydrogen fuel tanks, significantly reducing both noise and thermal signature. Like her Harry Potter namesake, Hermione can handle just about anything. Logistics, reconnaissance, and payloads of up to 300 kilograms, including drone transport. A single charge provides up to 20 hours of operation, and recharging takes just 3 minutes? What can I say? 5 points to Gryffindor. Battlefields may start looking like Code Geass as exoskeletons steadily become a military trend. This particular suit boosts a soldier's natural strength by a factor of 20, making a heavy weapon feel more like a standard rifle. The Guardian XO is fully electric with hot swappable batteries that allow it to operate all day long. It's easier than putting on skinny jeans. Every joint feels like a natural extension of the body, allowing soldiers wearing this uniform to carry out long missions without putting their health at risk. The Chabour's M3 is a light tactical buggy designed to transport troops and heavy weapons across terrain that's anything but friendly. Mountains, sand, snow, and more. A rear-mounted bipod supports either a 30mm grenade launcher or a 7.62mm machine gun. Powered by a 98-horsepower engine, this Cheetah can reach speeds of up to 130 kilometers an hour. The crew layout is unusual. 2 operators face forward while a third covers the rear. Thanks to its size and weight, the Chabour's M3 can be transported by almost any vehicle or even slung beneath a helicopter. Inflate's latest development works like a chameleon. It looks like a real vehicle, but in reality, it's an inflatable decoy. The idea is simple. The enemy wastes expensive missiles destroying balloons. Detecting the decoy is surprisingly difficult thanks to built-in heating elements that simulate an engine's thermal signature. The mock-up can even be mounted on a mobile platform, so at first glance, not even a real tank can tell the difference. Like this video if you want one of these for yourself. Meanwhile, French military engineers have managed to grow a mushroom on a motorcycle. Not just any mushroom, an anti-drone one. Designed for discreet deployment during large public events, the system allows a motorcycle operator to maneuver through traffic and quickly position themselves to neutralize a threat. Known as the tripode, the mushroom consists of 5 elements: a radar, an RF analyzer for signal interception, optical and thermal cameras, and a signal jammer. When needed, it can jam any UAV that wanders into the event uninvited. Sikorsky took one look at the UH-60 Blackhawk and decided it needed a serious nose job. The cockpit was removed and replaced with a large double-wing door and ramp. Now, the helicopter opens from the front and cargo dramatically slides out beneath the spinning rotors. This modification increases internal volume by 25%, allowing the aircraft to carry long cargo, like a container holding 6 HIMARS missiles. The helicopter will be flown by the Intelligent Matrix system. Unfortunately, Neo and Trinity turned down the opportunity to serve as flight attendants.
I don't believe it.
And now, let's move on to a truck from the Centipede family. Originally a civilian Mercedes-Benz, it was later modified by a company called Engisa and fitted with boomerang-style suspension. Its rear axles rock back and forth like a seesaw, allowing the truck to climb steep embankments without tipping the entire vehicle at absurd angles. Brazilian soldiers lovingly refer to it as the Mammoth. With a 192 horsepower diesel engine and a massive 485 pound-feet of torque, this thing can trample over terrain and enemy vehicles like toys. Something quite unexpected has happened. Hack mules have been replaced by robots. This thing can carry loads of up to 180 kilograms, hauling equipment without ever stopping for hay, though it does need the occasional fuel canister swap. Its mechanical legs carry it confidently across fields and forests, following its handler like a trained animal. Stereo cameras and LiDAR mounted in its head help it navigate while simultaneously recording everything around it. The robot is semi-autonomous and controlled via joystick. Honestly, doesn't it look like it walked straight out of Metal Gear Solid 5? Effective military hardware doesn't always have to be expensive. Take the vehicle known as the Armor Toad, for example. Hidden beneath its layers of metal plates is an old UAZ-3303 that costs just $1,000. The interior has been reinforced with rebar, firing ports have been cut into the sides, and the vehicle has been used to safely deliver ammunition and evacuate wounded soldiers from hot zones. But the modern battlefield is also a war against drones. To protect equipment from kamikaze flies, soldiers install so-called hedgehog-style anti-drone cages. These force incoming munitions to detonate at a safe distance from the main armor. The irony is that even the cheapest FPV drone costs around 20 times more than replacing these metal rods. If a bomber is a large animal, then the ball turret is its combat pincer. Mounted beneath the fuselage of heavy bombers like the B-17 and B-24, this turret could rotate a full 360 degrees and fire in almost any direction. What was once the aircraft's weakest point became its most dangerous one. The gunner is squeezed inside in what can only be described as a sprat-in-a-can position, controlling two 12.7mm Browning machine guns. The controls were electrically or hydraulically powered, allowing for rapid aiming. Like a real pincer, this turret was incredibly hard to break free from. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the PAV-1 Badger is the smallest tank in the world at just 80 centimeters wide. Like a real Badger, its compact size allows it to squeeze through the tightest spaces while pursuing criminals. Thick armor panels let it politely break through walls without waiting for doors to be opened, while also providing protection against small caliber firearms. No wonder this mechanical gnome has already caught the attention of US police forces. A bat powered by artificial intelligence? That's right, meet the X-Bat. It's the only fighter aircraft in the world capable of vertical takeoff and landing, thanks to a thrust vectoring engine. Every phase of flight is controlled by the HiveMind AI, and in order to launch, all it needs is a special platform and a solid surface. Even the deck of a small ship will do. Inside this bat are two AIM-120 air-to-air missiles. Of course, it also has its own form of echolocation, sensors, radar, and electronic warfare systems. With a wingspan of 12 meters, the wings can fold inward, allowing the aircraft to be transported inside a container. The X-Bat's first flight is scheduled for 2026, with full mission readiness planned for 2028. The Sikorsky Nomad VTOL looks like a mechanical platypus, a strange hybrid that somehow works. It takes off vertically like a helicopter, hovers in place, and then smoothly transitions into airplane mode. Coaxial rotors provide lift and stability, while a rear pusher propeller gives it speed, allowing the Nomad to accelerate beyond 400 kilometers an hour. Its hybrid propulsion system keeps noise and operating costs low, and the spacious cabin can accommodate troops, cargo, or medical evacuation with ease. Weird shape, smart brain, and perfectly happy far from any runway. Better grab your umbrella, because the forecast calls for rain from Hatchet mini bombs. Each weighs less than 3 kilograms and is specifically designed to be mounted on UAVs like the Gray Eagle. The Hatchet uses a fragmentation warhead that feels like a mosquito bite with a 5-meter-long proboscis. Plus, its laser guidance system ensures accuracy within 2 meters. I'll just add one thing: RIP to strategic objects. If you spot a giant white whale drifting across the sky, it's probably a balloon-borne radar system. Unlike ground-based radars, it can detect and classify aerial targets even when they're hidden behind terrain. Operating at an altitude of about 4,570 meters, it offers a full 360-degree field of view and carries a massive suite of EO/IR sensors. Like a real whale, this one can loiter for months without needing a lunch break, and if an intruder appears, it can instantly relay targeting data for interception. Why not play Call of Duty on a real battlefield? Well, the Eagle Eye augmented reality headset delivers a surprisingly realistic experience. A tactical map with unit positions appears in the corner of the user's view, while live video feeds from UAVs hover above. In critical moments, the AI even suggests several possible courses of action. The Eagle Eye comes loaded with features: a HUD, spatial audio, and a whole suite of sensors. The only thing missing is a respawn button. Think of the Iron Dome as a kind of smart nest. As soon as its AI detects an enemy UAV, a combat hummingbird launches from the nest at incredible speed, transmitting live video back to the operator through its computer vision eyes. With the operator's approval, the drone entangles the target's propellers in a net, and a parachute gently lowers it to the ground. It's both effective and non-destructive, the perfect solution for crowded areas. Let's dip into some Mecha Norse mythology and meet the remote-controlled weapon systems known as Loki and Midgard. Loki may look modest, but it can engage targets at ranges of up to 1,000 meters and support weapons with calibers up to 12.7 millimeters, including Heckler & Koch machine guns with 1,500 rounds. Midgard takes it even further by supporting weapons with calibers up to 30 millimeters. Together, they bring out the best in each other. Mount the 250-kilogram midguard on an armored vehicle and the 100-kilogram Loki on a lighter platform, and you and a partner can engage targets from the safety of your vehicles. The Bell MV-75 is here to replace old dinosaurs like the Black Hawk, and the difference is immediately obvious. In terms of speed alone, it's 280 kilometers an hour versus 520 kilometers an hour. No advanced math required. During takeoff and landing, its rotors point upward like a helicopter. In flight, they tilt forward by 90 degrees. This configuration delivers greater speed and range without sacrificing the ability to land virtually anywhere. The result is faster airborne assaults and rapid evacuation of the wounded from hard-to-reach locations. And that concludes our safari today. Let us know in the comments which of these military innovations was your favorite. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!